Hi, my name is Mauricio, and I have a feeling you may have seen an ad offering lifetime cloud storage space at some point. In this video, I'd like to talk about the pros and cons of these plans, but before I get to that, I'd like to remind you of the thumbs up to like this video and hit the bell button to subscribe if you'd like to be notified next time we put up a new video. Now, let's talk lifetime plans. When you sign up for cloud storage, usually you agree to pay a monthly or annual amount for a certain amount of data. However, if you storage and backup services decided that it would maybe work better for them and you to offer lifetime plans, meaning you pay a high fee up front, but then have the allotted data for, well, life. In this video, we're going to discuss whether or not lifetime plans are a good idea for you. Cloudwards started back in 2012, so you could say that we've watched the cloud storage industry for the better part of a decade, and we've seen plenty of services come and go, especially services that have too good to be true free storage plans of, say, 100 gigabytes or claim unlimited cloud storage for life. Now, lifetime plans are not as finicky as unlimited plans because they can't really be abused. These plans come with a storage limit, for example, 2 terabyte, and usually with a monthly bandwidth limitation. So while you're getting a lot of storage, you can't distribute your pirated movie collection to all your friends and family. I'd watch offers without bandwidth limitations. In fact, let me warn you, do not pay a couple $100s if the offer sounds too good to be true. We're getting a lot of emails from people who uploaded their entire photo collection of 20 years only to see it go up in smoke after a service disappears into thin air. These are sad stories, but they are avoidable. So a bandwidth limit is actually a good thing because it doesn't let people abuse the system and protect people like you who are using a cloud storage service within the fair usage limits. Personally, I love the idea of lifetime plans. I know that I'll be using cloud storage in some shape or form for the rest of my life, and that our storage needs here at Cloudwards will only grow bigger by the year. If I can lock in a good lifetime deal now, even better. Stay tuned on a few providers that are on my list later in the video. No one can predict if the service will be here for the next 20 years or so. That's why keeping local copies of your files is always a good idea. For example, on an external hard drive or a NAS device. So should you jump on the next cloud storage deal that you see on AppSumo or some other computer magazine? I'm a bit biased, but I'd first check out reviews on cloudwards.net to see what we have to say about any of these providers. Chances are, we reviewed them in the past. There are 2 good providers that I want to mention if you're looking for a deal now. You can find the links to a special page to the deal in the description box below. I will keep this description updated because these offers tend to come and go. Make sure to check them out now to see if they are available for you at this moment. The first provider we've been reviewing for years and has always scored very highly in our ranking is Pcloud. Their lifetime plans are currently roughly $350 for 2 terabyte with a 2 terabyte monthly bandwidth limitation. I'm using this plan myself to work with my designers, photographers, and video producer to upload and share files. I'm not using the sync feature much, but rather the so-called drive, which lets me see and control all my files in the cloud with them having taken up any hard drive space. If you want to know more about that feature, I'll link to an article on Cloudwards below that explains this concept in depth. Will Pcloud be around for the next, 5 years? Honestly, I don't know. All I can say is that they've made it this far and seems to be on a pretty healthy financial footing. You can decide to go for their annual plans, which is also a good deal in the cloud storage world. Then there is a new kid on the block called IceDrive. It has a slick website and is obviously very much inspired by Pcloud. We do welcome a healthy amount of competition in the marketplace because it'll eventually get you better deals. With IceDrive, you can get up to 5 terabytes for roughly $450 per month. So the price per terabyte is cheaper than what you get with Pcloud. We've reviewed IceDrive on Cloudwards and we're quite impressed with this newcomer, and I'll leave you the link in the description box below. And there's a video review coming up soon as well. IceDrive has similar features than Pcloud, but obviously it doesn't have the track record yet that Pcloud enjoys. We do like the fact that client-side encryption is built in and doesn't have to be purchased extra, but on the other hand, they're still lacking critical features like file versioning. But by looking at the roadmap, some interesting features are about to come and the price might go up when they add more features. Again, I'll leave you a special link in the description if you like what you saw at this moment. Lifetime cloud storage deals are nothing bad per se, but when you see an offer, do watch the track record of the providers. If you can't find a review on Cloudwards, you probably should not sign up for it. That being said, we'd love to hear which provider you chose and if you are happy so far. Leave a comment below and make sure to watch our next episode. See you soon.